You back the truck all the way in, and if you have any questions, you just call Devon Self Storage at 873-0777.
Yeah, but I know where Devon Self Storage is.
Yes, across from Hobby Lobby on Highway 200.
Gee, Alice, are you a spy too?
Yes, George, yes.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala!
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. A couple of years ago, maybe it was just last year, I was the last one in our radio station to get the flu. I was the last one, remember?
Yeah.
Everybody else had it. I was so proud of myself. I thought for sure, I avoided it somehow. I don't know how I avoided it, but I did. And then, my arrogance kind of betrayed me, and I got it. This year I was the first one to get it.
Yes.
And I don't know who still has it, but now everybody's blaming me. Now we have all these hand sanitizers and spray on everything.
Lysol and all that
everywhere.
Stuff.
Dr. Andrew Eisenberg knows a lot more about this than I will ever know. Except I know I try to avoid it like the flu.
Yeah.
He's a practicing physician at Gulf Coast Emergency Physicians in Sarasota, where I have a brother who's a veterinarian, as a matter of fact. Dr. Eisenberg going to talk to us about families fighting the flu. And this is my business family right in here at this radio station. Mm-hmm. Dr. Eisenberg, good morning, doctor.
Good morning. How are you all today?
Pretty good. You're in Sarasota right now?
I am indeed.
How come in Florida we get the flu? I thought we were supposed to be spared from all these things.
Well, that would be nice, but unfortunately, it really has nothing to do with the weather.
Really?
That's kind of not the truth. What happens with that cold weather in the north, at least, is people all go out and congregate in enclosed spaces and can get one another sick by not practicing good hygiene and not being vaccinated.
So that's the real culprit, isn't it? Just congregating.
It's a respiratory virus, and it's spread by people talking, sneezing, coughing, and those particles get aerosolized and can come in contact with everything they land on. So, as we go in and out of doors or up escalators or pushing buttons on elevators, etc., we touch other places that people had touched before us, and unfortunately, those viruses can live for a period of time, and we inadvertently kind of touch our nose or mouth and can spread it. How many?
This is probably a dumb question, but it's coming from me, so that's understandable. How many flu viruses are there? Or is there more than one?
Well, that's an interesting question. There's about 4 that typically affect humans on average. So the flu vaccine now contains 2 A's and 2 B's. But if you recall swine flu, bird flu, there are people that can get those, and unfortunately, that's the reason we have to keep changing the vaccine every year, is because the flu virus mutates, and we need to try to design better and better vaccines to try to prevent either infection from some of these that have changed a little bit, and to hopefully try to prevent some of the recombinants that we see, which was the responsibility of the swine flu, the H1N1 epidemic that we had several years ago, when virus was mixed with bird and pig components and human components.
Oh, my goodness.
Was something that was new for people. So changes all the time that makes us need to keep vigilant.
My very, very basic understanding of how a vaccine works is that it gives you the dead version of the virus so that you build up an a defense against it, and then you won't get it if you come in contact with a live one. How come that's more desirable than getting the flu in the first place with a live one? I mean, am I protected if I already had the flu?
Well, unfortunately, you're not.
Because that's the part I don't understand.
So often. Well, the virus mutates. So when flu replicates, it makes millions of particles of itself. And just through natural selection and statistics, if you make 1 million particles, they're not all going to be perfect. And some of them change some. And the problem is when they change a little bit, the vaccine that you would have gotten for the one before it changed may not be effective any longer because it's kind of built a resistance to that particular antibody that your body would make. So we need to change it yearly because the circulating strains will have a kind of what's called a shift and a drift in their appearance to our body, and we don't always have the right mechanisms in place, despite our best efforts.
Once a person starts feeling ill, does diet play an important role into the road to recovery?
What a great question. Diet is extremely important in both the protection from vaccine preventable illnesses and every illness. And certainly in terms of recuperating, an appropriate diet is always better for your body. I mean, you really don't want to put chemicals and processed things in. But fluids are often more important because if you get dehydrated, it's even harder to fight off infection or to heal properly.
So we have what do you call it? Antibiotics for bacteria. We don't have an antiviral thing?
Well, there are antiviral medications for influenza.
Oh, okay.
But having said that, they really only work if you're so sick that you need to be in the hospital, or if you start them within the first 24, maybe up to 48 hours. And even then, they only kind of reduce the duration of the illness by a few days. So prevention by vaccination and by good hygiene and eating right and washing your hands and avoiding sick people and all the things that we at Families Fighting Flu have teamed up with TheraFlu to provide links to at the Facebook page are ways to help both prevent infection and then deal with the potential consequences you might have if you get it.
Is it a good idea for the people that have the flu to walk around with those surgical masks on? Because we see them in the stores a lot.
That's a pretty good question. Yeah, flu would help. Unfortunately, you're probably better off staying away from people because, like we saw, and I don't know if it's a great example, but like with Ebola, flu's far more contagious. So simple slips in what you're doing, you take it off for a minute because you had to you're talking to somebody, it was uncomfortable, you sneeze, you rub your nose, you touch something else, you're still probably going to be spreading virus. The other part of that you need to recognize is that oftentimes you're shedding viral particles for several days before you actually exhibit symptoms. So you can be infectious before you even know it.
Oh, wow.
And that's the importance of being vaccinated and having everybody around you vaccinated so that your chances of getting that are much less.
When we do get the flu, the over-the-counter remedies that are plentiful, I mean, there's so many, it's like you never know what to pick from. So is there a guideline that would help us out to understand which is the best?
Well, none of them are remedies. What they're good for is treating the symptoms. So Families Fighting Flu, the organization that I represent, has teamed up this year with the makers of TheraFlu. They've got a Facebook page, and they're actually giving us $1 for every like up to 100,000 so we can continue with programs like this and outreach. And they've got links to a number of different resources that your listeners might find useful, some of which include flu finders, which are places where you can get vaccinated, and also a number of the different tracking mechanisms to find out where flu outbreaks are occurring so that you can at least have a little bit more information. The important thing I would stress with that is that you got to think that it's always out there. You're always potentially exposed. So some of the measures that we talk about, like washing your hands frequently, which I know you mentioned earlier on, you touch things, you don't even think about it, and you might rub your nose or your eye, and that's how you transmit these respiratory pathogens. Avoiding the sick people. The diet is absolutely important, but getting a good night's sleep, because sleep-deprived people don't have as good a virus-fighting immune cell system. Taking it easy, reducing stress, working out, and of course coughing and sneezing into your sleeve or into a handkerchief or a tissue or something so that you don't spread particles is very important.
I think I just made $1 for the organization. I just clicked like. I went to Families Fighting Flu on Facebook, and I clicked like. So somebody's.
You got to go to the TheraFlu page.
Oh, the TheraFlu page. Okay, so I'm going to like somebody else.
They should have a link between the two, but.
Right.
They're the sponsors, but we appreciate that too. Families has the same information.
But it's also really good to take care of the area in which a person works, the chairs they sit on, things like that, to spray it with Lysol or something after they're done sitting there, because inanimate objects can be transfers also, can't they?
Well, yeah,
flu?
like we talked about, respiratory particles. You're talking, you touch your phone, you touch your cell phone, you touch keyboards, you pull your chair in and out, you rest your hands on a table. You can't see these pathogens. You don't know they're there, but you should just assume that they always are because they are. So washing your own hands, of course, but keeping your environment clean is quite important as well. And a lot of that information, again, is you can find on that Facebook page for TheraFlu.
All right, and I just found it. There are two TheraFlu pages, by the way. Go to the one that already has thousands of likes. That looks like the better one. Familiesfightingflu.org is the other website, and of course the Facebook page TheraFlu. You'll be able to find that on Facebook pretty quickly. Dr. Andrew Eisenberg, thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Stay healthy out there.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Increasing cloudiness, a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon today, high 81 to 84. Cloudy tonight, showers and a thunderstorm mainly early, low 55 to 65. Clouds give way to sun, breezy and cooler tomorrow, high 57 to 69. Partly cloudy, cooler tomorrow night, freezing temperatures in the normally colder spots, low 37 to 46. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Steve Williams.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
I'm Major George Patterson from the Salvation Army. Please stop by our family store at 120 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala, where on Wednesday you have a 50% off clothing and bric-a-brac. On Friday, 25% off furniture and large appliances. And on Saturday, stop by to our yard sale from 8:45 to 11. Donations can be made by calling 352-732-4469 and we'll pick it up. Funds from the store go toward the services that we provide in Marion County.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
We are The Source, WOCA.
Nothing comes close to honey baked. For starters, every honey baked ham is fully cooked and ready to serve, and underneath that sweet, crunchy glaze is the leanest, most flavorful, moist, and tender ham you'll find anywhere. Add a luscious turkey breast, pot roast, or baby back ribs with our delicious casserole dishes and desserts, and voila, dinner is served. Call us now to place your order at 861-0011. That's 861-0011. Place your order today and grab one of Honey Baked Ham's scrumptious sandwiches to go or dine in.
Real estate is the largest and most personal investment that any of us will make. Tuesday, November 11th at 10 a.m., Bob Kennedy, broker and owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Home Team Realty, will be answering your questions and discussing short sales and bank-owned homes. So tune in at 10 Tuesday and call 622-9622 with your questions. It pays to be an informed buyer or seller. This is news you can use from Home Team Realty and WOCA.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Increasing cloudiness, a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon today, high 81 to 84. Cloudy tonight, showers and a thunderstorm mainly early, low 55 to 65. Clouds give way to sun, breezy and cooler tomorrow, high 57 to 69. Partly cloudy, cooler tomorrow night, freezing temperatures in the normally colder spots, low 37 to 46. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Steve Williams.
Come be swept away with medieval magic by volunteering at the 29th Annual Hogtown Medieval Fair on January 24th and 25th and January 30th through February 1st at the Alachua County Fairgrounds. Volunteers will take tickets, oversee exhibits, or provide breaks for the artists. Become a part of Gainesville's rich tradition of community service. Volunteers will receive a one-day pass. Applications can be downloaded at gvlculturalaffairs.org or call the City of Gainesville at 352-393-8536. We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m. Who would you feed if you had 50 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A? WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall have teamed up to reward one organization with 50 chicken sandwiches as a way of saying thanks for the great work that organization is doing in our community. And we need your help. See, there are so many great people doing great things that we need nominations. You can nominate your own organization or any organization you choose. Simply send an email to WOCA@WOCA.com. And in 350 words or less, tell us why the organization you are nominating should receive 50 free chicken sandwiches from WOCA and Chick-fil-A at the Paddock Mall. We'll review your nominations and then select one deserving organization each month. We'll announce the winner and even read the winning entry on the air. Make sure to include the contact name and phone number of the organization that you are nominating. And thanks from your friends at WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. right here on The Source, WOCA. Don't miss Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with your hosts, Francois Cousinet and Julianne Cousinet. They'll be giving you information about your retirement funds and answering your questions with live call-in. So don't miss it, Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 a.m. All right, 23 minutes after 11 o'clock. Guess who's on the phone? Brianna is on the phone from Jerry's Pawn and Gun.
Hey.
Good morning, Brianna. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How about you?
Do you know, when you were on hold, you had the best country music coming through that phone line. That was kind of cool.
Did we?
I don't know what you do over there, but that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Do you know what they say? Tomorrow, did you hear there's going to be a cold temperatures Tuesday night?
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm prepared.
I know. Do you have any heaters over there? I need a heater. I really do need a heater.
I don't know. I'll have to go look.
No, okay.
I'll look for you.
All right.
Well, you do have those heated socks, though, the battery-operated socks, right?
Yes, we have those, and we also have another item put out by Thermacell. It is a remote-controlled heated, I think it's a sole that goes in your shoe.
Oh, how nice.
No, wait a minute.
I don't think it's a sock. I think it's like an insole, goes in your shoe, and you have a remote control.
Now, the remote control was designed. The remote control was designed for the people who couldn't get to the thing that was being controlled. You mean they can't get to their feet?
Typically, typically that would work well for a hunter. If they're sitting in their tree stand and typically they're going to have on all kinds of camo, how would they ever be able to, get to that control? So the remote would work out especially good for a hunter.
That's right.
Here's how I can relate to that. When you're a little kid and you live up north and your mother bundles you up to go out in the snow and then you have to go pee, it's like, oh man. Now I got 14 layers.
Exactly like that.
So we need remote control for that too. I don't know how that would work.
Do you have any wood stoves there?
I do have one of those. I think it's called like a potbelly stove, the old style. There's one out front we have for sale. Yes.
Oh, and how much does that cost?
I think he was asking $150.
Oh, okay.
See?
Okay, that's interesting.
That's as much as a car battery. It'd be better off to sit at home and stay warm than go out in my car and turn the heater on, right?
I guess so.
So obviously we've got a big sale coming up on Black Friday.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about that again?
Sure. Just to name a couple of things, I know we're going to have Smith & Wesson rifles, Smith & Wesson pistols, LCPs, way on sale, almost to cost. So they're going to be really good deals. We're going to have the Thermacell value packs on sale. We're going to have discounts store-wide. I know jewelry's going to be on sale.
And this is a week from Friday.
There's so many things. It's going to be a really good day, though, to come and get good deals for your stocking stuffers or, your Christmas shopping ahead of time.
And what are your hours on Black Friday?
It's 8:30 to 5, our regular time.
Normal hours. Okay. Because I know some stores are. So isn't that normal?
Yeah, that's normal.
That's normal for you. But I mean, a lot of stores is giving different hours. I wanted to make sure that yours was the same.
Sure, yeah. We're not going to be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning doing anything. So.
No, the mall will be. They've got some plans over here to stay open all night, some of this. Yeah. So we go to Jerry's Point of God. We get some of our gift buying. I mean, if I had to wrap it all up in one day, I would love to do that. You know me, though. I'm always a dragger. But you know what I love about your place is that I don't even know what I'm looking for, and I'll find something.
Oh yes, it happens.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff over there, and obviously jewelry is a popular area, right?
Oh yes, I have in the jewelry department. I have everything from 1 to 3 carat diamond rings. I have pendants, chains, bracelets, even coin collectors. I have coins over there. I've got the large money from like 1899, 1902. There's several
cool.
nice things over there.
Yeah, I like that kind of. I've purchased some of those coins from you to give to my son. Like you gave me, you sold me, I should say, a silver. Oh gosh, it had the World Trade Center on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember them?
It did. Yep, I do remember.
Yeah, I hope that was a big hit. I gave it to my son. He probably kept it somewhere.
I hope so.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you have so many unique items too. I just love going there for birthdays and Christmas and stuff because I like just browsing your jewelry counter for my daughter-in-law because she's very unique and likes unique things, and I can always find something there.
Sure. Awesome.
So Jerry's.
There's a little bit of everything here.
Remember, you can borrow money over at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. You can. What do you call it? Pawn something or sell something?
Well, pawn is borrowing money. You can sell something,
Same
or
thing.
you can even trade something in. So if you have something you don't use anymore, or maybe jewelry you don't wear anymore, broken jewelry. I see people throw broken jewelry away all the time, and you can still get good money for it. So any of that you can bring in, and if you want to trade towards something else, it helps you out with taxes as well.
All right, and don't forget the big sale a week from Friday, Black Friday, over at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. Don't miss this opportunity to get some really cool stuff for at really good prices. Brianna, what is the phone number over at Jerry's?
Our phone number is 622-3780.
And we know where you are, but tell everybody else where you are.
We are located right on Highway 441 and Northwest 8th Street, just north of 40 where the courthouse is.
All right, and of course the website is awesome right now. And the website is Jerry's Online. Is that right?
Yes, jerrysonline.com, and you can get some sneak peeks at some of our big sales for Black Friday.
All right, just don't let anybody else know what you're getting because it's supposed to be a secret.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a secret. And go into Jerry's front door, put your hands on your hips and say, "Where is Brianna?" And then they'll know you heard about her on WOCA.
That's right.
Thank you, Brianna. Always good to talk to you. Sorry it was kind of a rush today, but we had to move on to something else.
Oh, that's okay. It's always nice talking with you.
Go to Jerry's Point and Gun. Say hi to everybody. Tell everybody we said hi, Brianna, okay?
I will do.
All right. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. He arrived at an Omaha hospital Saturday as an Ebola patient, but intense treatment for Dr. Martin Salia was not enough.
The doctor, who was working with Ebola patients in Sierra Leone, died. The disease has killed more than 5,000 people in West Africa, and of the 10 people treated here in the U.S., all but 2 have recovered.
Fox Radio's Jeff Manazzo. Officials in France think a Frenchman suspected of joining ISIS is among the killers in a video showing the beheading of a U.S. aid worker.
This video is different than previous ones. He does not give a final statement, and the killing is not shown. President Obama is calling this latest execution pure evil, and Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says U.S. forces are speeding up the train and advise mission in Iraq.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. The deadline for victims of crashes caused by faulty GM ignition switches has been extended for a month to the end of January. The man handling the compensation fund now says 33 death claims are eligible for payments. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Geico presents Fan Mail to a Pig.
Dear Maxwell, first off, I really enjoy your commercials about Geico's app. I watch them over and over and over. They make me both laugh and very hungry. Weird. Anyway, I just want to let you know how Geico's new claim status updates on the app really blow me away. Getting those updates makes me think of you. I'd like to thank you in person. Just send me your address. All the best, Big Bad W. Sure thing, Big Bad W. I got a pen. It's 802 Not Gonna Happen Lane.
Claim status updates just a tap away on the Geico app.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Experience Christmas at Gaylord Palms, November 15th through January 4th with Ice, featuring the Nutcracker. Relive your favorite scenes from the classic ballet, hand-carved in more than 2 million pounds of ice sculptures and slides. Enjoy a special bonus area, the Frostbite Factory, and watch artisans from Harbin, China carve amazing ice sculptures before your eyes. Your awe-inspiring experience concludes with the wonder of the Nativity in Ice. For tickets and packages, visit christmas@gaylordpalms.com.
Cookies, 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 cookies. When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order. Cookies, cookies, Yum. Cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies. The Great American Cookie Company.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Eat like you're in elementary school, and you'll have more energy. In other words, pack a banana and peanut butter sandwich. Would you like to have better dreams? Listen to me. This is great intelligence. Just sleep on your right side. If you're surfing the internet or playing games while connected to your employer's Wi-Fi network, experts say you should assume the boss knows what you're doing. So switch off your phone's Wi-Fi on the job.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that a 54-year-old man has died from injuries sustained in a single-vehicle accident early Saturday morning on County Road 318 near Reddick. The deceased man is identified in the report as Christopher Leon Henry. According to the report, Henry was driving a Volvo automobile at 12:50 a.m. on Saturday with 3 passengers in the vehicle on County Road 318 near I-75 and appears to
to have failed to negotiate a curve, causing the car to run off the road and hit a large tree. The passengers were identified as 19-year-old Latrell L. Sawyer and brothers 23-year-old Alfonso Manning and 24-year-old Trevon Manning. The three passengers were taken to the University of Florida Shands Hospital in Gainesville. Both Manning brothers were listed in critical condition. Sawyer was listed in stable condition. Troopers said speed was a factor and no one in the vehicle was wearing a seatbelt. It is not known if alcohol was a factor. A 12-year-old boy was airlifted for medical treatment after being shot yesterday afternoon in Leesburg. According to investigators, police responded to the drive-by shooting around 3:45 yesterday afternoon near the 200 block of Church Street in Leesburg. It was soon established that the 12-year-old boy had been shot by a small-caliber handgun during the incident. The child was then airlifted to Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children and was in stable condition at that time. Officers canvassed the area, speaking with witnesses and neighbors, hoping to gather information on the shooter. Police believe the car is possibly a gray or blue Chrysler 300 or a similar style vehicle with tinted windows. Anyone with information is being asked to call the Leesburg Police Department. A Florida judge has thrown out proposed rules written for the Charlotte's Web form of medical marijuana. The judge said the legal language governing the cultivation and sale of the drug was just too vague. Now, those hoping to be able to use Charlotte's Web will be